I'm having a hard time making this video. A lot of times things happen that are out of your control. And many times it's because you weren't listening in the first place. I believe that. I feel that what happened yesterday, being stalked, there's good reason for that. A friend of mine said, well, it's saying you need to pay attention. I said, I can't pay any more attention than what I do. I pay attention to everybody. I pay attention to people that interact or look at me, stare at me. I pay attention. Because I've been stalked before. And twice in this past year, and once in the 80s. I've had a lot of evil people in my life that did harm to me. So I pay attention. I'm always on the lookout. I'm not paranoid. I'm careful. I used to make friends with everybody. It's not so easy anymore. Because I know not everybody is your friend. I know that not everybody is truthful. And I know that not everybody's got your best interests at heart. I know this. I've learned it. I've experienced it. So I'm always aware. I'm aware of my surroundings. I am aware of people that park next to me. I'm very aware. So since yesterday, I have really been struggling both emotionally and spiritually over this whole thing. I feel that I'm being given a message because to have this happen twice at the same place in less than a year, there's got to be some message there for me. You know, God, the universe, all that is trying to tell me something. There's something I'm not seeing. There's something I don't know. Or there's something I am doing that is bringing this evil towards me. You can call me a nutbag or whatever you want. I don't care what you think. But the moment I saw that man's face and saw him looking at me, my gut told me that he was evil and this was a dangerous situation to be careful. That's why I made the decisions that I did, not to park where I was going to and, to find another place to go. Well, that was all pure instinct. It had nothing to do with being stupid or paranoid. It was instinct. Where do your instincts come from? From past life experiences, not just this present life, but past life experiences. You can agree or disagree, but I wholeheartedly believe in it. If you've ever experienced deja vu, that's what that is. Another place, another time, that person was in your life. If a lesson wasn't learned at that time, you're going to learn it again. For sure. I really believe this. You don't have to. I don't care what you think. I know what I think. I know what I believe. And I believe they were up to no good. And I believe that had I not been diligent in keeping away from them and doing what I did in the parking lot, erratically going in this slot, going away and going around, I had to make sure that they weren't following me. Most people would have just ran and went home. Well, I know better than that. I know better than that. The safest place to go is the police station. And I made sure I could get there. I made sure I could get out of that parking lot without them on my tail. But I also know that had I not done that, I may not be here talking to you right now. I know it. I feel it in my gut. So, what's the message? What is God, the universe, all it is? What are they trying to tell me? What is it? What's the message? What am I doing wrong or what am I not doing? So I've thought a lot about it. It's been really hard since then for me to just feel comfortable. I'm glad I have security cameras. I'm glad I moved my studio in my living room so that I could sit by a window and actually watch cars go by or people go by. So I can see if that truck is anywhere near this house. Because believe me, if I see that truck near my driveway, I'm going to call the police that they're here. And I will take a picture of it. I'm not afraid to do that. I'm not afraid to get out of the house and go out there and take a picture of it and try to get a picture of that license plate. I'm not afraid to do that. I don't want to do that. But if I have to, I will. And I have a security camera that I can take pictures from, so I might not even have to do it physically. Depends on where they are. But if I see that truck here, I will. I'm not taking any chances. I'm not afraid to die. But I don't want to die by someone else's hands. I will do whatever it takes to protect myself. But I don't want to have to do anything. I want to live my life in peace. It's probably not going to happen, but I think for the most part, people are good and kind. I think they are. It's the ones that aren't that kind of make you go, oh, and you're worried about them, and you should be. So as I've been thinking about things over the last 24 hours, I wonder if it's this channel. Maybe I should not be doing this channel. Maybe I should not be talking about my life as a single widow over 70. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I shouldn't be doing it. I don't know. That's the only thing that came up was I am putting my life out there. Chances are this person never saw me on the internet. You know, as a realist, it's like, there's billions of people and billions of channels, and that would be a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in them. Things happen for a reason. Somehow I'm being told that I need to change something and be aware of something. The only thing I can think of is maybe I shouldn't have this channel. I love doing this. I love sharing my life. I love being able to share certain parts of myself that maybe will help someone else to feel safe and better about themselves and their life. But maybe it's not supposed to be. I've manifested this for a long time and the channel just doesn't grow. That could be another sign. I had all these great ideas and things that I wanted to do. If it did take off, I had a lot of things I wanted to do. And I've come to realize that those things may never happen. But it's okay if it doesn't. You know, I've never been, I really want it, but I'm not going to beat myself up over it if it doesn't happen, you know? If it isn't meant to be, it won't. And then this happens twice in a row. There's something telling me I need to change, but what do I need to change? The only thing I can think of is what I'm doing, you know, talking about my life and being single and being, 74 and the challenges, and I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing, because that does bring a lot of negativity along with it. You know, if you're out there and people know your business, that could bring more. I just don't want to go there. So I don't know if I'm going to do any more on this channel. I have to take a few days to think about it. I have to work it out in my head. I have to feel that whatever I am doing is for my highest good, my safety. I don't know. I'm disappointed for sure. And like I said, he never put his hands on me. He never did anything illegal. But emotionally and spiritually, he took away my freedom. Because I was really afraid. I've been afraid many times in my life, but not like I was yesterday. Even times when things were really, really bad. I never felt the fear that I felt yesterday. That was a first. I mean, believe me, I had a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. I had a lot of things that happened to me that were really awful, not just in my childhood, but my teenage years. But none of them are as bad as yesterday. I don't know if it's just because I'm old and you know, not as easily able to get away from someone or fight someone off or whatever. I'm not going to just give up if someone does, but as if I'm putting myself in harm's way, I need to take myself out of that equation. So I have to think about it. And I just want you to know that I appreciate those of you that subscribed and the ones that do comment, and I do appreciate everything, but I'm just not sure I'm going to continue with this. I'm really feeling insecure about it. And I don't think there's any shame in letting something go that could be detrimental to your life. That's just how I feel about it. If the door closes or starts to close, you better get to the other side. That's how I feel. I'm not going to be trapped ever again. I felt trapped for 44 years. And I made a promise to myself that I would never put myself in that position again. And maybe that's why I was so afraid yesterday. Because I felt trapped. That feeling was very intense. It's not a good feeling. I've shed a lot of tears over this already. And I really enjoy doing this, but I'm not sure it's right. There has to be a reason why I've had two experiences at the same place in the same way. I just feel like there's a reason I'm not supposed to do it. I don't know. I can't think of anything else that I do that I just can't think of anything else. I mean, I only go to certain places. I don't go bar hopping or, I don't go places by myself where, at night or, I don't go long distances where I could, get myself into a situation or, I mean, I really don't. I, this is the only thing that I do that puts myself out there, not physically, but online. I have no idea. There had to be some reason they were drawn to me. If it's not a past life experience, it's a present life experience that I don't want to have. And if it has to do with this channel or putting myself out there, then I have to let it go. So I'm going to take time to think about it. I just don't know. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.